What's going on, you guys? Man, Jamal James and Antonio Demarco. Wow. I mean, that fight was fucking insane. It's been one of the best fights this year in the sport of boxing. I give it number 2 behind the Williams Hurd fight. I think that's the best fight I've seen this year so far in boxing. But this is definitely number 2. I thought Antonio Demarco was done, but the guys that fighting at welterweight now, this is his first fight at 147. Antonio Demarco impressed. Even though he lost, he impressed, man. He impressed. He's a warrior. He kept coming forward. He wasn't deterred by Jamal James's size and reach advantage. He kept working the body throughout. I mean, it was a fucking great fight, man. I mean, great fight. There's a lot of respect between both guys. Jamal James is fighting in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And, it was a good fight, man. I wonder what's next for Jamal Shango James. I think he wants his title shot. He feels that he's being overlooked because he's not, he's a real humble type guy, so you know how the politics of boxing are. But nonetheless, I think he showed a lot in this fight. Like in the second round, DeMarco was doing his thing. Had him against the ropes, teeing off on him. James was covering up, defending some of the attacks. But it was a tough fight. These are the type of fights that you need to see sometimes from a fighter. These tough war grit. He had to bite down and fight hard. DeMarco wasn't going anywhere. There was a lot of body shots thrown in this fight. Just tons of body shots from both men. But it seems like towards the later rounds that Jamal James was starting to, separate the gap a little bit. He started pulling away from the fight. Started to really, get he found his second win later on in the fight. He found his second win, and he started to really take over. But Antonio Demarco was still in the fight the whole time. There's a lot of good fights to be made with Antonio Demarco. I'm not sure if his power really carried all the way up to 147, but he had some power because they hurt Jamal James early in the fight. I think another action-packed round, I think it was about the 6th or 7th round when they was going at it. This fight was crazy, man. My mom called me and everything. You know what I'm saying? This fight was fucking nuts. Definitely one of the best fights we've seen this year. Shout out to Jamal James for pulling off the victory. And much respect to Antonio Demarco. He showed the heart of a warrior, and that's what we like to see. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.